Annie. In this episode, we'll be having an easy and honest conversation about the highs and the challenges and also the lessons that have shaped us. We will be joined by the Blaze podcast team who will be sharing their experience, personal growth, and also the moment that stood out. So let's get into it.
So hi everyone, my name is Vena Wanjiro. I'm part of the Secretariat team and I'm happy to be here today.
So let's start.
Yes.
How did the Blaze podcast even come about?
The Blaze podcast was an idea that was birthed by a team, a great team, where we felt like we needed a platform to educate farmers. And mostly when we called it the Blaze is because we wanted to keep the fire burning for the farmers and to ensure that everything that we know on this other end, we bridge the gap between the knowledge and the farmers. So that's how the Blaze podcast came about. And the whole idea was to have it in the evening while people are just seated around the bonfire and sharing ideas and giving their experiences. And with that, we are able to give the right information to the farmer.
Oh yeah, my name is Jeff, the graphics designer of the group, doubling up as a member of the Secretariat. For the Blaze, I take care of your faces to make sure you're seen. Oh yes, and I had another role to make sure you're always online and tap, and click and follow. Yes.
So Jeff, who are you outside the Blaze podcast?
Designer, businessman.
Hi guys, kwa jina ni Caroline, ama ukipenda unaweza nita Nyakazi. I work under the marketing department, supporting the partnership and collaboration department too in coordination.
How does it feel seeing people actually listen and engage with the podcast?
It feels nice, especially when you see that they are embracing it and it's something that it's entertaining and also educative too.
Hello everyone, my name is Grace Moturi. For the Blaze podcast, I'm one of the hosts, and for the marketing team, Mazao Group of Companies, I'm part of the marketing team, specifically Agitech Seedlings.
Now I have a question. How would you describe yourself now compared to the start of 2025?
So I'd say initially in the beginning of 2025, I wasn't much into believing in myself, like I got it. But now in 2025, at the end of it, I mean, right now I have all the energy. I'll come in with all the riz, you know.
Yes.
So right now I'd say I believe more in myself. I believe in speaking out, and basically I'm even working on my growth because, you know, right now I'm a go-getter. I need something, I have to get it, I have to go for it.
So hi guys, hope you're good, hope you're fine. My name is Sarah Sinjagi and I'm your host at the Blaze podcast, and I joined the podcast late this year, and you guys, you've been good, you've been fine, and like I'm so overwhelmed. Like I came and then you accepted me, you watch our videos, you share our podcast, you even repost, some of you repost our podcast, and I'm so grateful.
What belief about yourself did 2025 completely change or challenge?
Okay, I learned that I'm stronger because I've faced so many things this year and I've been able to handle them. So I think I'm stronger and I can handle a lot of things.
When we started 2025, what did you honestly expect from this podcast?
The expectations were to continue impacting the farmer and also trying to build a gap or bridges around every product and services that a farmer uses, because normally us as Mazao Group, that is our business, to ensure that the farmer is empowered in a 360 manner. So when the Blaze podcast came in, it came to connect between the farmer, when we normally say seed to market, so we have the farmer, we have the financier, we have the agro inputs company, we have the motor industry. So the Blaze podcast came as a link of all those companies working together with a common objective of empowering the farmer in a 360 manner.
Was there a moment you thought this might not work?
Yeah, definitely. There are moments where you feel like, especially in the world of creatives, where you have to keep recreating, and consistency is a major tool. We know consistency is something that you really have to work hard for. So there comes those times, but you definitely pick yourself up and put yourself together and continue working, because at the end of the day, you want to continue educating the farmer and ensuring that they get the best that they could desire to have.
And how do you balance your personal life with the Blaze podcast responsibilities?
Planning. Yeah, so I have to check out what roles I have to take prior, and make sure at times I have to run late while doing other things or something that revolves around the podcast. So basically it's planning.
And what has been the hardest part of juggling everything in 2025?
I've had so many projects at a go, both personal and at work. So at one point I felt like I wouldn't take it up, or maybe I'm biting more than I could chew, but we thank God, to a 90 good percent.
Was there feedback from a listener that really stuck with you?
Yes. This one moment when I met a random person. Actually, it's a person I wouldn't expect that they'd be watching. And then they were like, I guess on that day we didn't have a podcast. So like, hey, what happened today? I didn't see you guys. So that's when I was like, oh, so people watch out there. Yeah, so it was.
How was it like? How did you feel?
Of course, it was kind of interesting. Of course, if you feel excited because you're like, oh, so people are watching us out there. Yeah, so you feel happy.
So you'd say like it really creates some impact.
Yes,
out
it
there.
does. It does a lot.
Which episode surprised you the most in terms of impact?
The moment we had this episode about youth in agriculture, remember, yes, I felt it was such an impactful episode.
Maybe you can give us a recap.
You know, when you see Gen Z coming together and it's not the usual conversation, you know, Gen Z is zenye wanakuanga nazo most of the time in first stories za jaba, and when you see the Gen Z wanakuja pamoja alafu wanaongea vitu za maana and how wana embrace agriculture, it's such a thing.
So maybe you can tell us, if you don't mind, what are some of the things that you've been able to handle, or rather you had seen them as a challenge to you?
You know, the things that I saw as a challenge this year is waiting for things to turn out maybe as I want, and they really didn't, and it was a challenge because that's something that you want, but maybe the nature knows when best to give you that thing. So that has been a challenge.
What part of this journey tested your patience the most?
As I've said, waiting for things to work out perfectly and they are not working out. Like, it needs patience. So, and what personal challenge did this year push you to face?
Well, this year, I've learned one thing, let's say. I've learned on how to speak less and listen more, because, you know, that's when you get wisdom, that's when you get to learn from others. That is when you get to know how to maneuver things. So I've learned I need to speak less and listen more.
On that as well, so what lessons did you learn the hard way this year?
I've learned that the peace of mind is what that matters. You know, you might be really working hard. Your life might be going well, but at the end of the day, the peace of mind really matters, because that is all that you need for you to keep on going, to keep on moving, because without that, at the end of the day, you'll be exhausted and you'll end up giving up.
What kept you showing up even when it got hard?
Definitely, it's a passion. It's a passion to keep educating the farmer. There's that satisfaction when you have a small win. For instance, you have talked to a farmer who probably was not doing well, and then out of what you have done, and then they began doing well and they began getting fruits of their labor, and out of that it gives you the motivation to wake up every day to ensure that you continue empowering them.
What's one moment this year that made you proud of the podcast?
One moment is this moment. This moment shows that we are shooting an episode that is going to be aired on the last Friday of 2025. That is an achievement, like I said earlier about consistency. Having run the Blaze podcast partially 2024 and successfully the whole of 2025, that is one proud moment for the Blaze podcast.
What does the team support you when things get overwhelming? Rather, how do they?
I'm prepared to work on the posters early in advance, especially when we are waiting for a hectic week. And then with the setup, we know what we do with the boys. I think when the show is running, I take up my other responsibilities at that time.
Has working with a team taught you anything about relationships?
Definitely. It gets exciting, but the team normally is quite overwhelmed. But just because it's exciting, you get to see the fun bit of it. At times, we have to travel, we have to set up late, we have to, take care of even vagaries of nature. I mean, rain has just come when you're shooting, you have to leave late, you have to go by your guests' schedules and things like that. Yeah.
How do you stay real and relatable as the podcast grows?
By supporting it and ensuring that hii kitu tulianza pamoja haitakufa, because it's just by being real that itaendelea kusonga. If I'm not myself, sitakuwa na uwezo ama hata hiyo motisha ya kuisupport.
Do you feel like the Blaze podcast is changing conversations out there?
Yes, it is.
How?
Actually, juzi I met a Gen Z and he like, hey, kwani nyinyi watu hamtupei platform ya kuongea? You see, so at least wanaona, unajua most of the time wanasemanga hawasikizwi. But ukiona wakisema hivyo, kwa nini hamtuiti? Ni kumaanisha they have seen there is a platform somewhere yenye inaitwa The Blaze Podcast, ambayo inapea chance kila mtu. And so they feel safe and wanajua hapa ni mahali they can speak out.
And basically when most of the youths wanataka platform ile ambapo wataweza kujiongea.
Bila kuwa judged, you see.
Okay. How do you show up differently now in rooms you once felt small in?
Okay, I work in courage, the confidence. I know I'm better, I'm the best version of myself. So I'll work with confidence, I'll put a smile and even looking nice.
Actually, on that about looking nice, you always kill it, in fact, with your dressing and everything. Are you a fashionista or something?
Yeah, I'm a fashion designer by profession.
You can tell us, maybe there's a story behind all this.
Yes, I am a fashion designer by profession.
Okay.
Because I used to love looking good. Back then I was seeing people dressing nice and I'm like, I want to be like these people. Because, apart from that, I really wanted to be a news anchor. And those people looks good on cameras and I had that desire. So I went ahead and did fashion and design, but I found myself here. Yeah, I'm a designer by profession.
That's nice. What daily habit or routine helped you survive this year?
My friend, let me tell you something. Praying, praying every day for myself, and then telling myself every day that I can. Telling myself each and every morning, Cyrus, you got this, you can do this, you are good, you are better. That is what I've been doing that have helped me survive this year. How has the podcast changed your goals outside the podcast?
Okay, the podcast has made me, it has taught me on how to grow and put my focus on my personal growth, because right now I'm aiming higher. I've been able to also expand my goals and look at the bigger picture.
What is that one thing that you're really proud of this year?
I'm proud of not giving up on myself.
Oh, wow.
Because if I did, I wouldn't be where I am today. Yeah. And you see, I'm aiming higher, so I wouldn't even be looking at myself being someone who is at a higher level in the next 2-3 years to come. What's one personal habit you had to change to keep up with the podcast?
Procrastination. Yeah. Like, I really have to. Yeah.
So how was it like?
Tough, but fulfilling, because it actually made some other spheres of my life got better because of working on that one bit about the podcast. So it translated to other things I do. Yes. Oh yeah, and power of now. If you know, you know.
So if you don't mind, what were those fears?
Well, take up something, invest too much of your time, resource, emotion, and then when it fails and you've put so much, you don't have the energy to take up another later in life. So that's my biggest fear. I actually am very afraid of failure.
So do you think it made you to become better of a person or lesser?
It's still too quick to judge. I'm at that point of the year where I'm auditing so many spheres. So yeah, I can only tell after some time.
What's your favorite off-camera team moment?
Mzisa. That guy is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe for those who don't know who Mziza is.
Mziza is Gunzi of the team. Very funny guy. Would comically complain about everything, but do everything. And has always a funny way of turning out a challenge to be something to joke around. Yeah.
So basically we can say he's that one guy who would cheer up the team.
Sure enough.
What has interacting with listeners taught you?
It has taught me that keep being you,
Uh-huh.
keep doing you, because the world is watching.
Oh, that's really a strong one.
Yeah.
How do you balance growth without losing your vibe?
By being focused.
You know, sometimes growth might come with some of the things that you need to change in your life. Unaweza
sure.
taka kufika pale, lakini kuna vitu zingine unafaa kuachilia. So how do you maintain that?
You need to be focused despite everything and treat everything like bumps. Yeah, remember bumps hazisimamishi gari, they just slow down the vehicle.
How do you feel the podcast has changed you as the farmers?
Oh, it has changed a great deal. I have been able to meet people from across the country, or maybe just traveling, and people mention that I see your show, I see how you educate farmers. So it gets to me as feedback that as much as we are here doing our thing, there are people who are seeing our messages and feeling impacted by what we do.
What achievement has the podcast brought in 2025?
One great achievement, there are many achievements, but one great achievement is bringing together agriculture sector and the support industries that have helped the farmer, because at the end of the day, this farmer who is buying agro inputs from you needs every other service, every other product. So the achievement is we have been able to give all those services or the linkages through the Blaze podcast.
What did you have to unlearn in order for you to grow?
I have unlearned to give up, and I also unlearned the times I've not trusted myself, you know, like iyo kujiamini, nime unlearned so much na nikaona let me be pressing on, let me be trusting in myself so much, and also kukosa kungoja ama kukosa fail to wait at the right time, you know, things to happen godly way. I've unlearned that, and I've learned that let things flow, let me trust that I can do things, and it has helped me a lot.
So in short, you've learned on how to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Ah, that's lovely.
I've unlearned not believing in myself, and
Yes.
now I have learned
Now you've learned to
believing in myself, and
more.
now I've unlearned wanting things to happen the way I want, and
Yes.
then I've learned wanting this to happen the godly way, or how God wants them to be.
Ah, that's lovely. When no one is watching, what keeps you going?
And as I have said earlier, me, I pray a lot for myself. I also encourage myself, because there is no one to encourage myself. And I also have friends who encourages me. I also have parents who encourages me, and even family members. Behind the scenes, behind the smile of Cyrus, there are some people who helps very much in that smile. Actually, I have one friend, or let me call her my friend. Yes, my friend, who has helped me. She's not around, by the way. She's up country, but she calls me every day. She checks on me, and I'm so grateful. And she's called Doreen. So Doreen, big up wherever you are.
Mm-hmm. It feels good to have such a friend, especially that one friend that you know she always has your back all the time.
Yeah, she got my back. She calls me every night on a video call. Actually, you know, like we talk and we have this talk, and I'm like, this is not working, and she's like, you got this. This is happening, and she's like, you can do this. So Doreen, big up. What are you trying to improve in your life right now?
Right now, I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to be disciplined and way focused, because without discipline, you can't get things done. You'll always be procrastinating and all that. So, but if you put your mind into something, you have to do it.
So what are you carrying next year, and what are you leaving behind this year?
What I'd say is I'll need to keep on showing up, even when it gets hard. You don't have to give up, don't have to walk away. You need to embrace change and keep showing up. How has your definition of success shifted because of this experience?
I think peace of mind is underrated.
Yes.
And to me, I'm seeing it as a success. Like, it is not all about money. It is not all about getting rich. It's not all about achieving things that I can see. Having that peace of mind, working in a good environment, because, when you're working in an environment that is not good, you cannot be that good. So having people who give you peace, that give you that thing that you feel like you are comfortable, like when I came to the media team, I found a lot of people, but having that one person who have worked with me through this journey, telling me what to do, guiding me, and she's called Grace, and she's a good girl. So I've learned, like, success is not all about having money. You can have friends or people who are making your life better, your workplace better, Yeah, so peace and having people who are around you zimenionyesha si pesa tu inaweza kuwa tu success. Yeah.
So having a circle that always maybe a circle that you can always rely on. It's better for you to have a smaller circle other than having more than 50 friends, 100 friends. So what would you say about that? You would rather have, okay, this is what I'm understanding from what you're saying. You'd rather have like 10 friends other than 20 friends?
No, actually, that one person who's walking a journey with you, because as I've said, this particular person, we've called her Grace, she's telling you, you can do this, you don't do this, hakugombanishi, and you are new to something, some things you don't know. So that's an achievement, having someone like that. So it is not necessarily you have a lot of people, 20 people, 10 people. You can have one or two person, two people when you wanasaidia and feel like kwamba you have everything that you had prayed for.
What's one thing you appreciate most about the Blaze podcast family?
Pushing and pushing and pushing. Like, it's no mean sacrifice to make people happy and give information at the expense of so many things. Okay, wait. For lack of a better word, not expense. You sacrifice a lot. And at times the opportunity cost is actually a dilemma to weigh. Especially now jungling with families, young families, jungling with work, and some other sides we have to do, and impressions. See, turning from joking around 1, 2, 3 views to thousands of views. That's really inspiring and something to celebrate the team about.
What does impact mean to you when it comes to this podcast?
Unajua ina feeling aje ukitembea huko nje unasikia tu mtu amekwambia Nyakazi niliona jana kwa Blaze. That is something inakufanyanga ukuzeza, oh wow, I need to keep moving on, I need to keep doing better because the people are watching. You see, it makes you feel motivated na inakufanya unaendelea kupush on because people are watching out there. Nyakazi, you need to pull up your socks.
So now, what have you learned in 2025 and what are you expecting in 2026?
In terms of the Blaze podcast, I can say in 2025 imenifunza kuwa flexible na ku-embrace changes, and come in 2026 I know it's going to be bigger and better because hapo ndo inaelekea inaendelea ikipanda juu. Nikiangalia from January to where we are, sema inashuka chini, inapanda. So in 2026 I know it will be bigger than it has been. Individually 2025 imekuwa na ups and downs zake, and here we are in December with God, alhamdulillah, you know. Kwa tunaendelea kusonga. Kwa hivyo in 2026 tunaomba tu Maulana akaweze kutufikisha na atuzidishie tu maisha, ndo tuendelee kuwa na wakati mzuri pamoja.
Okay, and maybe if we can go off kidogo, we can talk about, this is an amazing show that you've started called The Farm Diaries.
Yeah.
So maybe you can tell our viewers, what do they expect and what do you have installed for them? Especially now, mwaka inaenda kuisha 2026 ndio hiyo.
Okay, in Farm Diaries, ningependa kuambia anayetutazama, keep tuned because we are here now to bring you what you want in the agriculture space. Farm Diaries itakuwa ina handle the agriculture space in a 360 degrees manner. So talk about anything in agriculture space, we bring it to you. Solving problems, identifying the problems, and also bringing solutions.
One word for the team.
2026 is coming. So much in 2026, you don't know.
What is in store for 2026?
2026 is going to be a great year, a great deal, and we look forward to now reaching out to the farmer intimately. We want to get to your doors and you tell us your challenges or where you'd want us to come in and assist you. So 2026 has great plans. I don't want to reveal all of them because you're not going to come and watch. They're going to be a surprise. So stay tuned for 2026.
What promise are you making to yourself going into the next season of life?
Making a decision of being the best version of myself.
Yes.
Learning new things. Like, if I have a chance to learn something, learning new things, trying out new things, you know, and even believing in myself even more. Because what have helped me this year is knowing that I can do this, you know, and then that confidence of doing things, that confidence of going for an extra mile. So starting next year, I'll do that to be the best version of myself.
So since I believe you're new to the team and you've been maybe here for quite some weeks, right?
Actually, it's a month and some weeks.
So what one word would you tell the team?
Yeah, I'll start with the manager or the person who is the team leader.
Yes.
Mr. Sam Moya. He has been good to me. He has like patience, you know. Sometimes I don't know things and he's there encouraging me. Maybe vitu zingine nafikiria I cannot do, ananiambia you can do this, try and do. Then there is the other colleagues that we work with, the likes of Grace, the likes of Jeff, the likes of Caleb, Vena, Carol, Christine, John, Francis. They are an amazing team and they are good people. So they are good people, yeah. So what is that one message would you give to the team, you know, to the marketing team, the Blaze podcast team? So what is that one message that will give them?
I'll tell them, keep up with the good energy, the teamwork, because we will need this even in 2026. Well, to all our viewers, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being there for us. Thank you for watching all our shows and even for commenting and all that. I'd say if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here. And definitely for the Blaze podcast, we are here to create some impact into your life and also maybe change a few things. And I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a lovely New Year. See you in 2026. One word to our listeners.
Tuko hapa. We are here to stay. We request your support. So let's do this together. We are a family. Us without you, we can't. You without us, we can't. Because how you can imagine, sisi hapa with the Blaze podcast, with all the listeners, then nani anatutazama? Hamna. Haya, the listeners without the Blaze, then what are they watching? Nothing. So we are a family. We're moving together.
And that is what we had for you today. We'd like also to wish you a Merry Christmas from the Blaze podcast team. I was your host, Grace Muturi.
And I was the co-host, Cyrus Njagi. Until next time, goodbye.
As the year comes to an end, we take a moment to pause, reflect, and appreciate the journey. In this episode, we'll be having an easy and honest conversation about the highs and the challenges and also the lessons that have shaped us. We will be joined by the Blaze podcast team